right, big fella.
Welcome back to the Kroc Center in Chicago. It's game 2 of our doubleheader. This one between the Windy City Groove and the visiting Lima Express. And game time was originally scheduled to start at 4:05, but the first game ran a little bit long, and we had the installation of some new scorers tables here at the Kroc Center. Partnership between the MPBA, Jaja Sports, and a couple of other sponsors. We're so very glad to be able to bring the scorers tables to you. It's very high tech, and you will be able to see them on our broadcast throughout the course of this game and the rest of the season here at the Kroc Center. In our first game, it was the St. Louis River Sharks with a come-from-behind win over the host Chicago Blues, 117-107. Our second contest features the Lima Express at 0-1 and the Windy City Groove at 1-0. Alongside the legendary coach Jimmy Collins, I'm Craig Feta, and this one is going to be a pretty interesting game. Lima, in their first time out this season, took on the St. Louis River Sharks. They held a big lead over the River Sharks before giving that up in the fourth quarter. On the flip side of that coin, the Windy City Groove looked very good against the defending champion Champaign Swarm and took a decision down in Champaign in their season opener. So the Groove looked very athletic in this game, and you've had a chance, Jimmy Collins, to see the Groove in practice. What are your impressions of them so far?
Well, I know they're quick on the perimeter. You know, anytime you talk about legendary, they got Sean Dockery out there, and there's no question he can do it. And I see another name that I recognize out there in Lewis, but I think this game is going to be just very similar to the first one. That first one was ripped, rolling up and down the floor. You're talking about 117 points scored. That's putting it in the basket. I think this one is going to be a little bit more disciplined, and that's what I'm looking for.
Let's take a look at this one by the numbers. The Express come into this one at 0-1. They scored 98 points and gave up 106 to the River Sharks. The Groove come into this one at 1-0. They beat Champaign 131-124 in their opener. Looking at the team leaders for Lima, Kyle Meyer leads them with 25 points per game. James Helton, their leading rebounder, at 9 boards per game. Cody Ballard, 7 assists in their opener. James Helton had 2 blocks for the Express. Helton also shot a robust 69.2% from the field, and Helton and Johnny Elliott reached 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and Ed Jenkins was 2 for 2 from three-point range for Lima. For the Windy City Groove, they were led by Dion Cooksey. He put up 30 points against Champaign. C.J. Hampton and Isaac Mack each pulled down 10 rebounds. Cooksey had 7 assists in that contest, and you had 3 Groove players each with 1 block apiece in that one. Isaac Mack, the leading field goal percentage shooter for the Groove at 83.3%. C.J. Hampton was a perfect 10 for 10 from the free throw line in that opener down in Champaign. And Darren Johnson was 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. Some familiar faces return to Windy City. 3 MPBA players are on the Groove this year. Devion Jenkins played 14 games for the Groove in 2015, averaging 16.1 points and 4.8 rebounds per game. In 16 games, Darren Johnson had 11.4 points per game on 32 of 92 shooting, almost 35% from three-point range. And then C.J. Hampton joins the Windy City Groove. He played for the Bloomington Flex last year. 20 games, averaged 18.2 points per game on 36% three-point shooting. His 57 three-pointers were the second most in the MPBA last year. Handy Johnson returns to the Groove for a second season. This will be his first full one. He took over mid-season 2015, and despite the slow start, he had his team in the playoff hunt until the final weekend of the regular season. And Handy twice played for legendary college coach Charlie Spoonhour, first at Southeastern Community College in Burlington, Iowa, and again at Southwest Missouri State before that school became Missouri State University. For those of you unfamiliar with the Lima Express, they come into the MPBA after spending their first 2 years in the Premier Basketball League. In 2 years, the Express were 17-17, and they sent 10 players overseas. They had 3 award winners. Bryant Austin was the most valuable player in 2014. Kyle Meyer was All-PBL second team in 2015, and Cody Ballard was All-PBL honorable mention in 2015, and both Ballard, and Meyer are starters for the Express this season. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will have the starting lineups. We are a couple of minutes away from tip-off here in Chicago, as it's the Windy City Groove at 1-0 taking on the visiting Lima Express at 0-1. Welcome back to the Kroc Center on the southwest side of the city of Chicago. It's the Windy City Groove and their home opener against the Lima Express. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First for the visiting Express. A 6-foot guard from the University of Northwest Ohio. He had 15 points in the opener. Number 10, Johnny Elliott, also at guard. 6'4" from the University of South Carolina, Aiken. He had 23 points in Lima's opener. Number 22, Cody Ballard. Also at guard, 6'6" from Ohio Northern. He scored 25 points in the opener against the River Sharks. Number 30, Kyle Meyer. At forward, 6'8" from Salem International University. Number 24, David Atkinson. And also at forward, 6'6", 205 from West Virginia State. He had 20 points in the opener on 9 of 13 shooting and 9 rebounds as well. Number 33, James Helton. For the Windy City Groove, they're led by Dion Cooksey, 6 feet 178 from Youngstown State. He had 30 points in the opener against Champaign. He'll be wearing number 10. Also at guard, 6'2", 195 from Duke University, Sean Dockery. At forward, 6'5", 215 from Jarvis College, number 20, Devion Jenkins. Also at forward, 6'6", 205 from Lewis University, number 32, Julian Lewis. And at center, 6'9", 225 from Indiana State. He had 17 points in the opener, along with 10 rebounds. Number 33, Isaiah Martin. Our officials for this contest, Ron Elysiak Jr., Dan Beecham, and Marvin Sykes. The Groove clad in brand new white uniforms trimmed in red and black. The Lima Express in their traveling red uniforms. And Ron Elysiak Jr. just about set to throw it up. It's going to be Atkinson jumping against Martin. Cooksey. With the floater, that won't go. Dion Cooksey gets his own rebound. I beg your pardon, that was Johnny Elliott that actually controlled the tip. Now C.J. Hampton on the drive. Actually, that was Sean Dockery.
Yeah, on that drive, yes.
I'll get him straight here.
Yeah,
Second game.
Yeah, you got to rev it up again.
Yeah,
Get
exactly.
ready for this one. Cooksey, I remember him from Youngstown State. He gave me a lot of problems when I was the head coach over at UIC, so I do remember him. He's another lightning fast guy.
Dockery hits the first free throw. Misses the second, but stealing the rebound away is Devion Jenkins. Jenkins tries to lob it inside, gets it ping pong back to him, and then he hits the knockdown. 3-0 lead for the Groove. This is Johnny Elliott between the rings. He loses it.
Yep.
And an over and back call. Good defense there by Deion Cooksey.
One of those examples when you're dribbling behind your back and through your legs and you don't have to, you're going nowhere, you know. Got to go north and south.
Now Cooksey. Left side on the drive is Devion Jenkins. Won't go, but the putback is good by Julian Lewis. And it's a 5-0 lead for the Windy City Groove early. Elliott between the rings, gets help from Meyer. Now right side step back jumper by Helton is no good. Rebounded by Meyer. Helton gets it back, left hand scoop won't go. Atkinson fighting underneath, no, gets it blocked and then taken away. And here come the Groove back the other way. Aaron pass goes out of bounds and it'll be express ball. 10:16 to play, first quarter, just underway. Craig Fada, Jimmy Collins along with you. Glad you can be with us. Wherever you're tuned in from, around the nation or around the world, we've got another MPBA game coming up this evening at 7:05. It's the Champaign Swarm visiting the Pontiac 66ers. Now a nice move inside by Atkinson. That foul is going to be on Devion Jenkins, and that's his first. 5-0 in favor of the Groove. First free throw by Atkinson is good, and Lima scores its first point at the 10:04 mark. Atkinson was 1 of 2 from the line last week. And he misses the second one here. Rebound, though, taken by Cooksey. Now it's Dockery on the outside. On the left wing, back to Cooksey, back to Dockery. Lob inside, touch pass back out from Martin to Dockery. That's no good. Rebound fought for, and out of bounds. That's going to be Groove ball. No, beg your pardon, that'll be express ball. Lima coached by Mark Anderson, assisted by Joel Renner and Jordan Swift, as well as Tom Sawyer, Mark Vaughn, and student assistant Malachi Ward. Three-pointer on the way from Cooksey is no good. Beg your pardon, that was Elliott. I'm going to struggle with those two all night, the two number 10s.
Yeah, it does kind of mix you up. Oh.
Layup missed, and the rebound to Isaiah Martin. Now Dockery to his right. Now bounce pass left side. Julian Lewis, 7 to shoot, baseline. That's Cooksey trying to get past Johnny Elliott. Gets a little too deep, and now timeout called by Handy Johnson as the shot clock was set to expire. Exactly 9 minutes to play in this first quarter. The Windy City Groove lead 5-1.
I think he's got 2 on the clock over there.
Talk about that strategy, Coach, with just 3 minutes elapsed in the game. Do you just take the 24 or the shot clock violation there rather than burn the timeout?
Well, I think what he was trying to do was not take the violation, but I'm not sure he knew how much time he still had on that shot
Yeah,
clock,
1 second
you know?
isn't a lot to draw up a play, and your chances are you're not going to get a great shot anyway.
Well,
so
yeah, you can just about catch and go in action with the catch. I can't see him bouncing and driving to the hoop on that, so I think that was a timeout he probably wished he hadn't wasted.
So Jenkins to inbound, gets it to Martin, 3 on the way, ticks off the left side of the rim out of bounds, and it'll be express ball. So,
see, that forces you to take a bad shot, really.
And essentially it wasted a timeout as well.
That's right. That is right. So
Ballard accelerates past Dockery, puts up the floater, but a charge called.
Oh.
And Ballard saying he was in the restricted area. Couldn't quite see from where I was, but Ballard immediately pointed that he was in the restricted area, but nonetheless, Ballard called for the charge.
Yeah.
8:48 to play first quarter, 5-1 in favor of the Groove.
That's one of the things we were talking about earlier, taking charges. You know, you don't see a lot of guys taking charges anymore. That wiped off the basket and gave you another possession.
Jenkins taken into the paint
the
by Cooksey and called a jump ball on the block. So it's going to be Cooksey at 6 feet jumping against David Atkinson at 6'8". Wonder if Cooksey's even going to jump on this one.
Well, if he got some go up, he'd be best not to. There you go.
I think Atkinson won that tip flat-footed. Cooksey didn't even jump, and not sure what the ruling is on that. And Mark Anderson's asking the same thing.
I'm not sure.
Why did the Groove get the ball here?
The toss-up was bad. I know that. What do you call it? He jumped too soon? How's that possible?
Well, I'm not sure how the Groove get possession here. At any rate, they do. Leading 5-1. Martin, beg your pardon, that's Lewis. Lewis with the right hand strong.
Strong drive. Strong drive. Found a way to put his body between the defender and the basket and got off a good shot.
Tough shot there by Devon Taylor Bunton. Now the lob inside to Jenkins. Jenkins turns and has the shot blocked.
Might have been offense, no?
That's going to be on Atkinson, his first. Yeah, it looked like he kind of cleared with that off arm a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah, I thought that was offense.
So to the free throw line is Devion Jenkins, with the Groove leading 7-3. Second free throw rattles out, and so it remains 8-3 coming up on 8 minutes to play first quarter. Elliott working on Cooksey.
Good curl, good pass.
Pass inside, and Atkinson scores.
Nobody helped on that curl. Nobody helped him. Good pass, good shot.
Now Cooksey gets it out to Dockery. His left elbow jumper won't go. Rebounded by Taylor Bunton. Devon on the drive. Hangs, gets it to go, and he'll go to the free throw line. Foul's going to be on Devion Jenkins. That is his second. And Devon Taylor Bunton can tie this one up with the free throw. He was 1 of 4 from the free throw line last week against the St. Louis River Sharks. But he nets this one, and we are tied at 8. Trying to get the sub straightened out.
Was that a problem with the clock again?
I don't think so. I think they were trying to get a sub in. C.J. Hampton not in yet. That shot by Cooksey no good. And Lima looking to lead for the first time. Martin over to Atkinson. Ball kicked by Helton. And now C.J. Hampton comes in. He replaces Devion Jenkins with those 2 fouls. 7:13 to play first quarter. We're tied at 8. Pass inside to Meyer. Meyer, jump hook with the right hand is good.
Great move.
And Lima leads for the first time 10-8. Hampton, right wing, gets it to Helton. I beg your pardon, that's Isaiah Martin. His shot won't go. Now Hampton comes away with the steal. Back to Hampton, over to Cooksey, back underneath, shot blocked!
Oh, good
C.J.
hustle.
Hampton gets the loose ball and puts it up though. And we're tied at 10.
Great hustle. That's the way not to give up on the ball. Just keep fighting, keep working. Good things happen for you.
Big hello to everyone out watching in Lima. Your first chance to see your Express on the road in the MPBA. We're at the Kroc Center on the southwest side of the city of Chicago. The full official name is the Ray and Joan Kroc Core Community Center, as that foul on Chicago whistled against Sean Dockery, I believe. And that is his first. This is a beautiful complex on 119th Street. It's got a water park in here. It's got this replica Chicago Bulls floor. It's got all the Bulls banners at one end. The Bulls, one of the big sponsors when they built this facility. There's 2 other practice courts. Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by
And Craig,
Martin.
I'm glad you pronounced the name of this center because I'm always afraid that I'm going to say it the wrong way.
Quick move by Martin. That won't go, but he draws the foul. I believe that's going to be on Atkinson, and that is his second. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well. 5:59 to play first quarter. We're tied up at 10. We're back on MPBA.TV. .5:59 to play first quarter at the Kroc Center in Chicago. We are tied up at 10. The host Groove jumped out to a 7-1 lead, but Lima tied it up at 8, took a brief 10-8 lead, and then the Groove tied it back up. And now Isaiah Martin gives the Groove back a 1-point lead. I'm Craig Fada, he's Jimmy Collins, and for those of you in Lima who may not be familiar with that name, Jimmy Collins, longtime coach at the University of Illinois Chicago, a longtime assistant under Lou Henson at Illinois, played for Coach Henson at New Mexico State, and a 1970 second-team All-American at New Mexico State. And we're tied back up at 12.
You know, this game's a little bit different from that first game. There seems to be more ball movement. There seems to be more going into the post. You mentioned Lou Henson. He's always told me that the way to the basket is through the post. So you got to use that. And these two teams seem to be doing that a little bit more than the first set. I don't think that score will be quite as high.
Deion Cooksey to the free throw line, hits the first. He was 12 of 13 from the free throw line against Champaign. And for those of you watching in Lima or anywhere else, you can go to the MPBA website, www.thempba.com, and scroll down to the bottom of the screen. You can get all the league leaders and stats. Click on individual players, check out their performance in each game. You can go to a team's schedule page and get the stats on each game. Scoop layup won't go by James Helton. And a foul called. Didn't see who they got that on, if it was Isaiah Martin or Julian Lewis.
Lewis didn't get the foul.
That was against Lima.
I thought Lewis was going to get a charge, but he started falling a little too soon. You know, you got to let him hit you.
So that was James Helton on the foul. That's his first. Cooksey to the right elbow. Now backing out into the game for Windy City is Alvin Brown. Cooksey pops from 20, no good. And rebounded by Marcus Montague. Cooksey lets Marcus Montague go by. Now goes around the screen. Double teamed, and the pass stolen by C.J. Hampton. 2-on-1, Hampton takes it himself and lays it in. Nice defensive play by C.J. Hampton. And the Groove with a 4-point lead at 16-12.
Yeah, Hampton read that one all the way. He was laying back and waiting for him to pass that cross-grain pass.
Now the baseline jumper by Helton is good. Express fans familiar with James Helton from his time in the PBL with the Rochester Razor Sharks, as C.J. Hampton with a pretty scoop layup.
Good strong move.
C.J. Hampton did not have that explosiveness last year with Bloomington. C.J. was about 15 pounds heavier. Now a three on the way by Helton is no good. Rebounded by Isaiah Martin. Hampton, the three, bang! C.J. Hampton hits the three-pointer, and just like that, the Groove back up by 7, 21-14. C.J. Hampton was second in the MPBA in three-point shooting last year, and he buries that one there. 3:45 to play first period. It's a 7-point lead for the Groove. We're going to step aside for a quick timeout. More first quarter action when we come back. A steal and layup, followed up by a three-pointer, all by C.J. Hampton, has given the Windy City Groove a 21-14 lead over the Lima Express. Lima tied it at 10, and we were tied again at 12. Lima actually took a brief lead at 10-8. But a little run there by C.J. has given the Groove a lead, and now answering with a three-pointer at the other end is Devon Taylor Bunton.
And he did not hesitate. When he caught that ball, he was up. He was up. He felt good about that shot from the very beginning. I like guys who play like that. Play with confidence. If you don't play this game, play it with confidence. You can't do anything but miss, can you?
I believe they got Ed Jenkins on the foul. That was his first. Now Dockery back in. He puts up the floater. That misses. Rebounded by Montague. Montague was a late signee last week before the game with the River Sharks, as Dockery pokes it away from Jenkins. Shot no good from the right side. Rebounded by Brown. Alvin Brown, 6'10".
Is that all? He looks every bit of 7 foot. Oh, good move.
CJ on the drive made a nice move, but forgot one thing. At the other end, it's Isaiah, beg your pardon, that's James Helton. And we're back to a 2-point game, 21-19. 2:40 to play first quarter. Saw the Lima Express this morning with a big team breakfast at Lulu's.
Oh, he traveled with us.
And now a reach-in foul by Devon Taylor Bunton. That's his first.
So you went to breakfast this morning at Lulu's?
No, Lima went to breakfast at Lulu's before they left this morning. One of their great local sponsors. I would have liked to have gone, though. The food looked fantastic from the pictures that the team was posting on Facebook. Left-hand free throw is up and good by Isaac Mack. Second free throw no good, and it remains 22-19. Jenkins, guarded by Dockery, feeds Meyer in the post. He turns and spins, shot won't go. Nice rebound by Reggie Porter. Mack on the right wing, working on Bunton. Pass left side to Dockery, inside of 2 minutes to play. First quarter, Dockery. Now the jab step, pull-up jumper, no. And here comes Lima again. Oh, nice feed inside to Kyle Meyer, and he lays it off the glass with two hands.
You know, I've been watching Meyer, and he moves very well without the basketball. He kind of lures you to sleep, and then he breaks to the open spots. That's the way you play basketball, especially if you're not a great athlete.
Now Dockery up over Ed Jenkins, and there was nothing Jenkins could have done about that one, 24-21. And again, for those of you in Lima unfamiliar with the Windy City Groove, yes, that's Sean Dockery. He played for Duke University. He started 56 games for Mike Krzyzewski, and soaring in with the right hand is James Helton. And we're back at a 1-point game. Dockery played in 4 Sweet 16s and 1 Final Four. Now C.J. Hampton with the left-hand take.
C.J. lost some weight and gained some speed, didn't he?
And some hops.
That's a nice move there. But you mentioned Dockery. Dockery in high school was one of the most phenomenal scorers that I had seen. And he went to Duke, and Coach K made him a better player. He made him a better player.
He didn't rack up a ton of points, but he was a very good floor general. You don't start 56 games for Mike Krzyzewski at guard and not know what you're doing out on the floor.
That's right. Coach K made him a complete player.
Spent a ton of time overseas. after getting drafted by the Bulls. Oh, talk about a crafty move there. James Helton. And we're down to a 1-point game, 26-25, 36 seconds to play first quarter. Now Dockery the long two, that won't go. Rebound pulled down by Marcus Montague. Now Jenkins gives it up to Meyer. Meyer attacks the right-hand floater short. Now here comes C.J. Hampton. Hampton lets the defender go by, misses the layup. And now here comes Lima back the other way. Meyer on the attack. Airballs the right-hand hook shot. Taken out of there by Dockery. Shot clock is off. Game clock at 5 seconds now. And an offensive foul called away from the ball. That's going to be on Reggie Porter. And that's his first. So Lima will get a chance to get one more bucket and perhaps the lead before this first quarter is over. Helton from three. Bang! James Helton from 28 feet gives the Lima Express a 28-26 lead at the end of the first quarter. How about James Helton?
Oh, looking good, Big J.
We are back with second quarter action in just a moment on the MPBA.com.
Look at dude right here in them tight old slacks. Oh, look at that hairline, man. It's way pushed back. And that tie's mad ugly. It's a horrible pick. Somebody get me some pills. This dude is making me sick.
True that, true that. All right, okay. Hold on to my clean shirts and please don't get them dirty, cause I know you're gonna drool when you hear me getting wordy. Cause I'm a walking, talking, smacking human encyclopedia. You thought I'd stop there, but now I'm getting greedier. I'm a promotion in motion, and by now you got the notion that I got strategic plans coming out my ears. My key points and decks will bring y'all to tears. Turning pennies into dimes, I shift paradigms. But how you gonna let a marketing rep rip your rep and slip adept rhyme schemes and that your mind only dreams in? I bet you all wonder why my rhyme is so tight. I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Oh, thanks.
Stay smart. Stay at a Holiday Inn Express.
Well, that was an exciting end of the first quarter. James Helton from about 29 feet away as the first quarter came to an end.
And that play looked like it was one that was drawn up.
Yeah,
Helton
Helton.
pass there, and he
13 first quarter points. C.J. Hampton had 11 for Windy City. Devon Taylor Bunton had 8 for Lima. Marcus Montague pulled down 3 rebounds for the Express. Isaiah Martin had 4 for Windy City. Cooksey finds Martin and he can't get the dunk to go. And then just about stolen away by Helton.
Martin looks a little disappointed about that. The ball went all the way down to the net and came back out. So, you know, you got to slam them, big fellas. Slam them hard.
But as an equally legendary coach at the Division III level, Denny Bridges from Illinois Wesleyan used to always say, in fact, wrote a book titled, "A Dunk Only Counts 2 Points."
That's all it counts. All it counts. You get a little and ooh, but you just get 2 points.
That would have been a better book title. A little on ooh, but you just get 2.
But you just get 2. That's right.
Dockery left side with 8 on the shot clock. The pass deflected, and that's going to end up over here. And out of bounds, that will be Groove basketball. We are tied at 28. Devion Jenkins to inbound, and now Cooksey, as the shot clock expires, hits the side of the backboard, and that's going to be a shot clock violation.
Cooks is yelling for a foul, but that was just a bad shot.
Yeah, I mean, he had to pretty much catch it and shoot it with 1 left.
Right, so.
Not much he could do.
But shoot it, you know, so don't complain to the ref now. Complain to the clock. Yeah, Cooksey was.
Now Jenkins handing it to Devon Taylor Bunton. Bunton with the left hand won't go. Rebounded by Jenkins. Now up ahead. And the 2-hand stuff by Julian Lewis. And Windy City has the lead back at 30-28.
Julian Lewis from Lewis. He's a heck of a player over there.
Another Illinois Wesleyan connection as Scott Trost, the head coach at Lewis University, first coached at Illinois Wesleyan. Now Devion Jenkins. Dockery, the lob inside to Martin, and he gets it to go.
Make up for that missed dunk.
32-28. It's a 4-point lead now for Windy City. .9:45 to play, second quarter. We've got another game on tap in the MPBA that you can watch tonight, live, free, and in HD as Cooksey attacks the basket. Can't get the roll, but he will go to the free throw line. I believe they got Ed Jenkins on that foul, but I can't be certain. Didn't quite see Marvin Sykes' fingers. Cooksey hits the first free throw, and it's a 5-point lead now for the Groove. Second free throw up and through, and the lead is 6. Groove led by as many as 7 in that first quarter. Helton on the wing.
Oh, good.
Crossed over Dockery, but Dockery recovered quickly, and then Isaiah Martin pulls the rebound out of there. Boy, that was a jet quick move, wasn't it?
Oh, wow.
Now Cooksey, a little crossover pull up. Biggest lead of the game now for the Groove at 36-28.
And the intensity on the defense has picked up a little bit for Windy City as well. Defense always helps you. Uh-oh.
Nice feed to Meyer. Meyer, beg your pardon, that's Atkinson, goes up and jams that one home with the right hand. Tomahawk.
Looked like he jumped off the ceiling.
Now Cooksey gives it up inside. Second and third effort pays off for Windy City as Martin will go to the free throw line.
Now Windy City's going to the offensive glass really, really hard. Lima's got to block out a little bit better or else they'll get down because of offensive putbacks.
And Martin completes the three-point play to make it 39-30. That's a 9-point lead, biggest of the game. Ballard, right side. To Aaron Cross, back to Ballard. Three is no good. And here comes Devion Jenkins. Jenkins leaves it for Martin along the baseline. Shot won't go. Goes off the hands of Dockery. And Ron Elysiak Jr. says, no, that went off of Lima. And so it's going to be Groove ball under their own basket with a fresh set of downs. Jenkins to inbound.
Oh, that's too easy.
He finds Julian Lewis, and Lewis goes up and he gives Lima, or beg your pardon, Windy City, an 11-point lead.
Yeah, I think on that he was looking for the man to come around the pick. Instead of the pick coming, the man just ducked back to the basketball and he was there.
Mark Anderson wants timeout, so he calls a 20 with 8:15 to play in the second quarter, and the Groove up 41-30. Another game on tap tonight in the MPBA. It's the Pontiac 66ers looking for their second win on the season, hosting the Champaign Swarm looking for their first. That one will tip off at pre-game coverage with Tim Scott and Bob Miner starts at 6:50 p.m. from historic Pontiac High School.
Right about now, I think the Express got to continue to go inside to the big fella in there. Let him work a little bit.
Now the drive, Atkinson. His scoop layup won't go, and here comes the Groove back the other way. 8 minutes to play second quarter. The Groove with an 11-point lead. Cooksey backs it out. Goes around the screen by Martin. Now a defensive 3-second call.
That's what he was trying for all the time. You could see him looking. He's going to see if that defender was going to move.
That's going to be Atkinson on the call. Free throw by Cooksey rolls its way in. 12-point lead now.
You know, speaking of Atkinson, when he came down and missed that scoop shot, he exhibited some speed.
He did.
A lot faster than I thought he was.
Atkinson, 6'8", 225 from Salem International University. Cooksey now. He's going to draw the foul on Ed Jenkins, his second.
A smart move. Smart move. He drew him into him and then jumped into him. Should have shot it.
C.J. Hampton to inbound. As they are working to get the shot clock reset. And they do. .45 to play second quarter, our first game. I'm not sure why the shot clock horn was going off.
Yeah, they're having some problems over there.
Our first game of the day, the River Sharks beat the Blues 117-107. Now Cross with the pull-up floater, and that's good. Now 3 on the way by Dockery. That won't fall. And the Express with a chance to get it back to single digits. Ballard between the rings, working on C.J. Hampton.
Get him in there.
Now Cross on the right wing. 5 to shoot. Cross to Meyer.
Good stuff,
Meyer, the jump hook won't go. Oh, Cooksey, little kind of double crossover Euro step thing. Didn't get it to go though.
Yeah, he split into two people. He split into two people. Nate Archibald used to do me like that, so I know what that is.
Now a long 2 on the way to Strong. And the ball hit the basket support. And that'll go Lima's way. 42-32. 6:28 to play. We've also got a game tomorrow in Lima as the Blues hit the road and take on the Lima Express. And a reach in by Cooksey. And then on Monday, we've got the 66ers and Swarm in a Martin Luther King matinee in Champaign. Ballard to inbound. Ballard looking for Meyer. Instead shoots the long two. That's no good. Meyer back taps the rebound, and Elliott ends up with it.
Smart. There's the big guy. I was wondering when they were going to remember him.
Shot blocked by Martin. Now Cooksey, 5:50 to play second quarter. Still a 10-point lead for the Groove. 3 on the way from Hampton, no.
Oh, good.
Rebound by Martin up off the glass. That won't go. And now C.J. Hampton with another steal.
C.J.
How about C.J. Hampton?
C.J. Like you said, lost that weight, gained some speed. But he plays, he's aware of where he is on the court. That was a great move.
And he's a much better defender this year as well. Meyer's right-hand jump hook is good. That's almost indefensible. Not quite a sky hook, but...
Can't do anything with it here, though. You can't do anything with him. That's the second one he shot up there, and he's really on target with it.
Cooksey's deuce misses, and Elliott takes it out of there. Elliott, he attacks. Shot won't go, but Kyle Meyer is there. Back down to 8 after back-to-back buckets by Meyer. 4:50 to play second quarter. Cooksey gets cut off by Elliott. Gives it up, 3 on the way. That is around and in for Darren Johnson.
Yeah, DJ kind of prayed that one in.
And a whistle following that last basket. I'm not sure what it was about. It's 47-38. The setup here at the Kroc Center as Hampton drives again and gets fouled. I think they are going to get Cody Ballard.
Yeah.
No, beg your pardon, that's Aaron Cross. But the setup here at the Kroc Center, the broadcasters where we are across from the main scorers table. So we can't always hear the discussions going on or see the hand signals of the officials. Timeout on the floor, we'll take it as well. The Groove lead 47-38 at the Kroc Center in Chicago. Welcome back to the Kroc Center in Chicago on MPBA.TV. Craig Feda, the coach Jimmy Collins on the call.
You know, Craig, I think if I'm Lima's coach, I'm going to feed the big dog. I'm going to get Kyle in there, let him do his hooks, let him do his moves, because he's got good moves and he's not getting it enough. You got to feed him, make him fat.
Strong move by Darren Johnson, but a good recovery by James Helton to force the miss. Helton now gives it up to Ballard. Ballard, the pull-up jumper from 19, and that's good.
Good exchange there. Good exchange. Drive and kick.
Cooksey gets double teamed, picks up his dribble. And now the take by David Johnson won't go. The dunk attempt on the putback by Julian Lewis won't go. And Lima with a chance to cut it to 5, maybe 4 with a tray. Kyle Meyer goes up, and an offensive foul on Kyle Meyer.
That's still a subjective call. Yeah.
That's one of those where if it goes against you, you hate it, and if it goes for you, you love it.
You love it, you know. It looked from here, though, he kind of slid up under him, but if he was out of the restricted area, then it helps the officials.
Now Cooksey around the screen by Hampton goes with the left hand. He had to adjust his shot at the last moment when Aaron Cross came over to force the miss. Now Ballard for 3. No. A rebound taken by Brown. Now Hampton.
Oh, good
he
move.
goes with the right hand. How about C.J. Hampton in this game?
C.J. Hampton is floating and boating. That is a good move. Very good move.
Hampton had 16 in the opener, along with 10 rebounds.
Oh, another good move. Yeah, C.J. put that finger roll up there. Kind of looked like the Iceman. Good pass.
Yeah, nice feed underneath. Shot blocked, though, by Meyer. Good stick-to-itiveness by David Johnson. He splits the defense, goes up, and gives the Express a 9-point lead at 51-42. Players tumbling to the floor, and Dan Beecham says, that's groove ball. Lima takes timeout with 2:18 to play in the quarter. 51-42. We're back in a moment on MPBA.TV.
No more, it's none of my business.
No more, he didn't mean it.
No more, not my problem.
No more, she was flirting with him.
No more, she was asking for it.
No more, boys will be boys.
No more, I'll say something next time.
No more bystanding.
No more ignorance.
No more excuses.
No more.
(51-42) back at the Kroc Center. The Windy City Groove with a 9-point lead. Hampton on the right wing. He's been on fire in this one. Puts up the three. Yes! C.J. Hampton is unstoppable, and he turns and woofs at Devon Taylor Bunton.
Yeah, he's definitely feeling it. Mark Jackson said, there goes that man again.
Now Ballard fades away. Nice shot by Cody Ballard. 10-point lead for the Groove. Hampton, he may put up a heat check here.
He better.
Cooksey lobs it to Darren Johnson. Beg your pardon, Alvin Brown. Now CJ puts up that long shot. That won't go. Cooksey follows. No. Alvin Brown fighting for it. Pulled out of there amongst the trees by Johnny Elliott. Ballard backing down the defender, Darren Johnson.
Drew that one.
And that's going to be the first foul on Johnson. And CJ still talking to Devon Taylor Bunton on their way up the court. Devon's saying, I don't want to hear this. Get away from me.
She's trying to give him a little space there. That's part of the game, though. I hear a lot of people say they hate to hear players talk trash to each other. As long as they're not real malicious, I think it's part of the game.
Cooksey to his left. A minute to play. Oh, pretty outside jump shot there by Darren Johnson, the knockdown. And with the clock stopping inside at 2 minutes after a bucket, Marvin Sykes asking if there's any subs. 58 seconds on the game clock. Ballard. To Meyer, back to Ballard. Ballard attacks, gives it back up to Meyer. He gets stripped on the way up and a foul called. That is going to be on. I believe that was on Alvin Brown. Free throw by Meyer. Short.
He's got that odd-looking free throw. It's almost like a whip. Brings it up, stops, kind of cranks it, and lets it go.
He doesn't have a classical shot, really, in any of his shots. But he's a very effective scorer.
Well, he's got that.
It's almost like a one-hand push.
Oh, yeah. He's got that good-looking hook shot, though.
Now Cooksey on the drive, draws the foul. .5 to play.
Yeah, that's a good one. I remember him from the Horizon League. He was one of the best penetrators in the league. He could drive, he could find his man, and he would go to the foul line.
Windy City Groove take a 20-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Don't forget, coming up at 7:05, it's the Swarm and 66ers on MPBA.TV. Then tomorrow, the Chicago Blues hit the road and take on the Lima Express. That one at Lima Central Catholic High School. Dean Jackson and Nate Garlock on the call on Monday. Martin Luther King Day special matinee between the Pontiac 66ers and the Champaign Swarm at Parkland College in Champaign. Tim Skull will have that one. Our first game today, it was the River Sharks moving to 2-0 with a 117-107 win over the Chicago Blues in their season opener.
Very interesting game, a game of two halves. Chicago played so well in that first half, and then all of a sudden, the Sharks do what they do. They came back and took it away.
And I don't know if it was necessarily the Blues playing poorly in the second half. I think St. Louis just played very well in that second half.
Very well. Hit the hot hands, ran them. I think Chicago slowed down in terms of transition defense, and I think the Sharks took advantage of it.
.5 here in the second quarter. 57-45 lead for the Groove as Dion Cooksey goes to the free throw line. Hits the second. Ballard. Now Helton, baseline, kicks it out to Ballard. 10 on the shot clock. Ballard drives, has it blocked, but a foul called.
Strong drive.
I believe that foul is going to be on Alvin Brown. It is. That's his second.
Alvin need to move his feet a little bit better. At 6'10", of course, 200 shouldn't be too hard to move your feet with that weight. He looks a lot taller than 6'10".
Everybody looks tall to me when they're over about 6 feet. First free throw was good by Cody Ballard. Second one as well, 58-47. Shot clock is off, game clock down to 18. Cooksey into the front court. Gonna hold for one. It's Cooksey and Ballard. Ballard looking around to see where his help is. Clock down to 6. Here comes the screen. Cooksey backs out, gets double teamed. Swoops into the lane, puts up the floating layup, and it falls in with half a second left. What a drive by Dion Cooksey to give the Windy City Groove a 60-47 lead at halftime.
Yeah, Cooksey drove that, and he was aware of where he was, threw up a shot. It's been CJ and Cooksey. They have really played well and hard this first half.
The lead is 13. Biggest lead of the game now for the Groove. Lima's last lead was at 28-26 at the start of the second quarter. When we come back, we will have a recap of the first half as well as a look ahead to the second half. And maybe a little bit of a preview of the game in Pontiac tonight. Glad you can be with us. This is MPBA.TV. Back in 2 minutes. Welcome back to the Kroc Center in the city of Chicago. It's a 60-47 halftime lead for the host Windy home opener. Let's take a look at some of the stats on this one. The Express 18 of 35 from the field in that first half. The Groove 19 of 46. Lima 5 of 11 from the free throw line. Windy City 13 of 16. The Express 2 of 6 from beyond the arc. Windy City 3 of 9. Rebounds in favor of the Windy City Groove, 28-22, including an 11-4 advantage on the offensive glass, coach. 3 turnovers for Lima, 2 for the Groove in that first half. Lima committed 15 fouls in that first half, 8 for the Groove. As we look at the individual numbers on this one, James Helton leads the Express with 15 points on 6 of 15 shooting from 2-point range, 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. Cody Ballard with 9, Devon Taylor Bunton and Kyle Meyer each with 8. David Atkinson 5, Aaron Cross had 2, no one else for the Express. For the Windy City Groove, how about CJ Hampton with 21 first half points, 6 of 8 from 2-point range, 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. Dion Cooksey has 11, but he's shooting just 2 of 11 from the field. He's 7 of 7 from the free throw line. Isaiah Martin 9, Julian Lewis 8. Sean Dockery with 3. He's just 1 of 8 from the field in that first half. Devion Jenkins 3, Darren Johnson and David Johnson each with 2. Isaac Mack with 1. Leading rebounder for Lima is Johnny Elliott with 5. Isaiah Martin has 8 boards for Windy City. Look at some of the other numbers here. Devion Jenkins, a pair of turnovers in that first half. Hampton with 2 steals. Windy City with 2 blocked shots, and Lima with 2 as well. And you look at some of the foul trouble, I guess I did not realize some of the foul trouble that's going on. For Lima, Ed Jenkins has 4 fouls, Johnny Elliott with 3, James Helton and Cody Ballard each with 2. For Windy City, Darren Johnson and Devion Jenkins each with 2 fouls apiece. No one else with more than 1.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's hurting Lima. I mean, they're fouling quite a bit. And you know, Craig, I really do think, you know, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. I really think they should make an asserted effort to get the ball inside a little bit more and maybe get Windy City to foul a little bit more so they can go to the free throw line a little bit.
Our first result of the day, the St. Louis River Sharks beat the Chicago Blues 117-107. Our nightcap tips off at 7:05 in Pontiac as the 66ers host. Tomorrow, the Chicago Blues travel to take on the Lima Express. That's a 2:05 Central Time tip-off at Lima Central Catholic High School. And then on Monday, it's a Martin Luther King Day matinee in Champaign as the Swarm and the 66ers have a rematch from tonight's contest. When we come back, it's second half action, live free from the Kroc Center in Chicago. This is MPBA.TV.
Look at dude right here in them tight old slacks. Oh, look at that hairline, man. It's way pushed back. And that tie's mad ugly. It's a horrible pick. Somebody get me some pills. This dude is making me sick.
True that. All right, okay. Hold on to my clean shirts and please don't get them dirty, cause I know you're gonna drool when you hear me getting wordy. Cause I'm a walking, talking, smacking human encyclopedia. You thought I'd stop there, but now I'm getting greedier. I'm a promotion in motion, and by now you got the notion that I got strategic plans coming out my ears. My key points and decks will bring y'all to tears. Turning pennies into dimes, I shift paradigms. But how you gonna let a marketing rep rip your rep and slip adept rhyme schemes in that your mind only dreams in? I bet you all wonder why my rhyme is so tight. I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Thanks.
Stay Play smart. Stay at a Holiday Inn Express.
No more, it's none of my business.
No more, he didn't mean it.
No more, not my problem.
No more, she was flirting with him.
No more, she was asking for it.
No more, boys will be boys.
No more, I'll say something next time.
No more bystanding.
No more ignorance.
No more excuses.
No more.
Welcome back to the Kroc Center. Just about to start the third quarter. It is a 13-point lead for the Windy City Groove, 60-47. Groove ball to start the half. Dockery giving it to Jenkins. Jenkins puts up the wild shot and it rattles in.
Yeah, it looked like he's living right. That was a hard shot. I mean, hard in terms of that. hit the backboard and roll around and go in.
Nice feed for Kyle Meyer along the baseline on the cut, 62-49. Deion Cooksey, as smooth as a baby's bottom from 17.
Yeah.
Now Atkinson gets stuffed on his way to the bucket, but he draws the foul.
Hard drive, hard drive. He's got some speed and quickness too. He went to that board kind of quick.
Fouls on number 32, Julian Lewis, his first. First free throw, no. Second free throw is up and in for Atkinson, and it's 64-50. Three on the way from Dockery, that's no good. Atkinson the rebound. And you noticed something about Dockery in the second half, pre-second half shoot-around. You said he seems to be struggling with his shot. As a coach, can you identify what might be going wrong with Dockery?
Well, I tell you what he's doing. He's hoping and praying it in. That don't work. That don't work. Get out and work on that shot. And then, you know, he seems to, from what I remember, picked up a little bit more weight. That could have a little something to do with it. But I think he's struggling because he's trying to score overboard. He wants to score, and he's pressing himself a little too much.
A pretty move at one end by David Atkinson, followed up by a three-pointer at the other by Cooksey. Now Atkinson the follow. Cooksey gets cut off by Johnny Elliott, tries the baseline again, cut off again. Now he's trapped along the baseline and travels. Good help by David Atkinson to trap Cooksey along the baseline.
And do it without fouling. He didn't slap at the ball. He stood there, his big body in front of Cooksey, and there was nothing he could do but travel.
Now Elliott into the front court. Inside of 10 minutes to play, third quarter. Ballard around the screen by Meyer. Now the lob inside to Meyer, and he gets his shot blocked, but draws the foul. That may be on Isaiah Martin. It is. And that's the first on Martin. Once again, our officials tonight: Ron Oleziak Jr., Dan Beecham, Marvin Sykes. Veteran MPBA crew. Ron Oleziak Jr., the son of Ron Oleziak Sr., a 20-plus year NBA official. He is the MPBA supervisor of officials. Also our working supervisor, Dan Beecham. He's on the floor for this one. He was the crew chief in the last game.
And it's a very good crew out there. They're not missing a lot. They're not missing a lot at all.
Atkinson just about came away with a steal. Now Dockery left side, three on the way, no. And the rebound pulled out of there by Ballard. Elliott working on Cooksey. Now to Ballard. Ballard picked up by Lewis on the switch, and now a foul called. That foul is called on Kyle Meyer. Yeah. That's his second. I was screened by Dan Beecham. I didn't see what Meyer did there.
Well, all he did was got into his position and got the ball. I think Marvin might have missed that one. I think he might have missed that one. He took advantage of his size, and I think Marvin saw that.
Now Jenkins gets it to Dockery. Dockery drives the lane and then tries to give it up to Julian Lewis underneath. The pass a little too strong, hits Lewis right in the chin and out of bounds.
Lewis is lucky to be standing upright.
Lewis is lucky not to be picking up teeth.
Yeah, that could have knocked him totally out. Yeah.
And a foul in the backcourt. That's on Devion Jenkins, his third, as Elliott tried to bring the ball up court. Exactly 9 minutes to play, third quarter, 12-point lead for the host Groove. Now Elliott, the pull-up jumper in the lane, that's no good. Rebound Jenkins. Here comes Cooksey back the other way. He pulls up. His shot won't go. Rebound tip controlled by Ballard.
Oh, he missed him.
Ballard. Wow.
That is a good big boy move, as they call it. That's a heck of a move.
And that gets the Express back to within 10. Now Dockery over to Lewis. Lewis spins his way into the lane, hangs, cannot hit the shot, but he will go to the free throw line. That foul is going to be on Kyle Meyer. That's his third.
Yeah, that was a real good move. And when you do the little pump like that and you draw that foul, that was his intentions from the get. If he make it, that's just icing on the cake.
Julian Lewis to the free throw line. He hit on 3 of 4 free throws last week in the opener against the Swarm. Now Jenkins sits down and Isaac Mack comes on. C.J. Hampton in as well. Hampton, 21 in that first half. He said he wants to get 40 coming off the bench.
Well, he's got to start shooting a little bit more because he hasn't taken a shot this half, has he?
No, he sure has not.
Yeah.
I think he just got into the game.
Yeah.
69-57 as both free throws are good. Mack, I beg your pardon, that's Helton. Now Ballard, he pops for 3. No, rebounded by C.J. Hampton. Have to worry about that, though. When a guy knows he's having a good night, it might turn into a black hole. When the ball goes in, never comes out. CJ can't get that 3 to go. Rebound pulled down by Johnny Elliott. Now to Helton. He fades away. Shot won't go. Rebound to Lewis. Now up ahead to Isaac Mack. Beautiful outlet pass, and Mack takes advantage of it, 71-57.
That should never happen, especially when you take a shot from long range. Your job is to get back then. Should never break you down like that.
Ballard. They give him the baseline. He takes it, and C.J. Hampton comes over and I believe draws the foul. They're either going to get Hampton or Lewis. They're going to get Lewis. That is the second on Julian Lewis. So Cody Ballard will go to the free throw line. 57.1% free throw shooter on the season. First free throw is good. Now Lewis sits down and he's replaced by Alvin Brown. Second free throw up and in.
There he is. There he is.
And he was standing by himself, too. He wanted that ball.
I can't blame him for that. That would have been his easiest opportunity.
Dockery over to Mack. Mack now feeding Hampton. Hampton goes up. And a goaltend called, so count 2 more for CJ. He's got 23, and it's 73-59.
It's a good cut, good ball cut away from the weak side.
Elliott into the front court. Over to Ballard. Quiet night for Ballard. Ballard drives, and there's going to be a foul before the pass. Foul's going to be on Sean Dockery, his second.
Mm-hmm.
5 7 minutes to play, third quarter. Lima's offense a little bit stagnant here in this third quarter.
You know, I think they're trying to do too much one-on-one stuff. Move the ball. In the first half, they moved the ball. They got good shots. They utilized Meyer. He don't seem to be in their plans in this half.
Groove outscoring the Express only 13-12, but it seems like the Express really have to work to get every bucket.
Oh, yeah.
Case in point there, even get a good shot off. Now Mack up ahead to Hampton. Hampton goes up, can't get the layup to go. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it out, and 10 to shoot. Yeah, they didn't reset the shot clock following the miss.
Well, did they hit the rim?
I thought I saw it hit the rim in there.
Did it hit the rim?
I thought it
went
did.
over.
So Hampton to inbound. Gets it to Mack. Mack to his right. Picks up the dribble. Now stolen away by Ballard. Ballard jumping on the pass, and he draws the foul. I think that is going to be on Isaac Mack. Actually, that was on Darren Johnson, so that's his third. And now I'm not quite sure what the discussion is here. Dan Beecham is talking to Mark Anderson, and Marvin Sykes and Ron Elysiak Jr. are talking things over. Now Sykes and Beecham talking. Not sure what that was all about, but at any rate, Cody Ballard's going to the free throw line.
Yeah, that one looked like a commercial I've seen in football where guy said, "Your mic is on." You know? Yeah, that's.
Anybody see that call? No? Okay, you look like you're talking. Free throw is good, down to a 13-point lead. Ballard hits them both, gets it back to 12.
Yeah, they got plenty of time. Just good, stiff defense, rebound the ball, and patience on offense. There goes one.
Now an offensive foul. That's going to be on Darren Johnson, and that's his fourth.
Mm-hmm.
Still plenty of time for Lima. We're only in the third quarter. The pace of the game really has slowed from the first half. Now the nice pull-up jumper, nothing but net. Pretty shot by Devon Taylor Bunton. Now Hampton on the wing left side. Hampton crosses over Helton, goes to the glass. Shot won't go, but he will go to the free throw line. Waiting for the announcement of the foul. Hampton was at the free throw line wanting to shoot, and he shot, but there was a timeout on the floor. It's a mandatory media timeout inside of 6 minutes. It's a 10-point lead for the Windy City Groove, 73-63. We are back in a minute on the MPBA.com.
Look at dude right here in them tight old slacks. Oh, look at that hairline, man. It's way pushed back. And that tie's mad ugly. It's a horrible pick. Somebody get me some pills. This dude is making me sick.
True that, true that. All right. Hold on to my clean shirts and please don't get them dirty, cause I know you're gonna drool when you hear me getting wordy. Cause I'm a walking, talking, smacking human encyclopedia. You thought I'd stop there, but now I'm getting greedier. I'm a promotion in motion, and by now you got the notion that I got strategic plans coming out my ears. My key points and decks will bring y'all to tears. Turning pennies into dimes, I shift paradigms. But how you gonna let a marketing rep rip your rep and slip adept rhyme schemes in that your mind only dreams in? I bet you all wonder why my rhyme is so tight. I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Thanks.
Stay smart. Stay at a Holiday Inn Express.
.551 to play, third quarter. It's a 10-point lead for the Windy City Groove at the Kroc Center. Lima has trailed by as many as 15 in this second half. CJ Hampton at the free throw line. He's got 23 points. Make it 24.
You know, Lima has done what we thought they would do at the beginning, be a little bit more patient with the ball, take good shots, and I still say feed the big guy inside. They're not doing that as much. They're going more one-on-one, but they've been productive.
Hampton hits them both, and he's got 25. Now Ballard on the attack, kicks it out. Devon Taylor-Bunton back to Ballard. 12 to shoot. Ballard backs it out, gets the offense reset around the screen by Meyer, and now a bump on Isaiah Martin. That'll be his second. Ballard's free throw is good. Ballard hits them both. Back to a 10-point spread. Johnson to his right. Now backs it out. Out to Hampton between the rings. Hampton on the attack. Gives it up underneath and turns it over. Here's Ballard leading the drive. Ballard with a right-hand layup. Good coast-to-coast take by Cody Ballard. And the lead's down to 8.
That's real good stuff. That's the way to attack the basket. And he avoided any possibilities of getting the charge.
Johnson over to Mack. Now to Hampton for 3. Bang! CJ Hampton.
Oh, he hit that shot, and you could just see him saying, let's go play defense. He didn't even follow. He wasn't even worried about it.
He's got 28 now. Pretty up and under move by James Helton there. 78-69. Another 3 on the way from Windy City. That was from Darren Johnson, but it was no good. And the Express finds Devon Taylor-Bunton at the other end all by himself. The Groove close and then draw the foul.
Yeah, them guys kind of stayed back here and kind of looked at the results of the last shot.
CJ Hampton draws his second foul. 4:15 to play, third quarter. Devon Taylor-Bunton to the free throw line. He was 1 of 4 from the stripe. against St. Louis. Second free throw up and in. Down to a 7-point lead. Pull-up jumper is off for Isaac Mack.
I don't think Coach Johnson wanted that one.
Ballard to Meyer. Meyer attacks the lane. The floater rams off the left side of the rim, and on the rebound, the foul gets called against Marcus Montague of the Express. That's his first. C.J. Hampton and Mark Anderson, head coach of the Express, having a little fun over there in front of the Lima bench. Little crossover step back jumper is no good by Julian Lewis. The move was pretty, but he couldn't knock down the shot.
No.
And now Lima with a chance to cut it to 5, maybe 4 with a three-pointer. Lima's outside shooting from at least beyond the arc has not been strong tonight. That shot by James Helton was no good. Darren Johnson, his shot is off. Missed that one badly. Lewis, though, gets the rebound, goes back up and draws the foul. That's going to be on Cody Ballard, and that's his third.
Both teams seem to be getting a little anxious now. Some of those shots, I think if I was the coach from Windy City, I would tell them, slow it down a little bit. We still got another quarter to beat this team. Don't think you're going to get it all in this quarter. Slow it down. That's
Lewis
good.
hits the free throw. Now Myers sits down for Lima, and Aaron Cross comes on. Second free throw for Lewis is good, and it's back to a 9-point lead, 80-71. Ballard gets his defender in the air and attacks, puts up the floater. No, there for the tip was Alvin Brown. I beg your pardon, that was Marcus Montague. Couldn't get it to go. And now a little Euro step there by David Johnson. He can't get it to go. Cody Ballard tried to save it in, but he threw it right to the groove. 3-on-1, left-hand layup is up and in for Julian Lewis, and he's going to go to the line for the free throw.
Seemed like he hit him above the shoulders. That could have been a flagrant.
That foul was on Aaron Cross, his first. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well. 2:44 to play, third quarter. The Groove leading the Express, 82-71.
No more, it's none of my business.
No more, he didn't mean it.
No more, not my problem.
No more, she was flirting with him.
No more, she was asking for it.
No more, boys will be boys.
No more, I'll say something next time.
No more bystanding.
No more ignorance.
No more excuses.
No more.
Huh?
82-71 with 2:44 to play in the third quarter. Going to the free throw line is Julian Lewis to try to complete the three-point play. Lewis rattles it home and it's a 12-point lead for Windy City. Elliott. Oh, C.J. Hampton just about had himself another steal.
Oh, yeah, he was definitely off to the races with that one. A pick 6 or a pick 2.
14 to shoot. Helton fakes the three-pointer, goes around the screen, gets all the way to the bucket. Shot altered at the last moment, follows it up and in. Good work by James Helton under the bucket. Mack, he pulls up from 20.
Hello.
That's good. Isaac Mack steps in and says, bang.
Yes. Hello.
Johnny Elliott into the lane. The floater, no. Rebound stolen away by Elliott. Julian Lewis had it, but he had his pocket picked. Now Helton, 1-on-2, down low, gives it up underneath to Alvin Brown, and the Express turn it over. Here comes C.J. Hampton, and he tries the bounce pass on the feed, and it goes off the right foot of Aaron Cross. Minute 42 to play, third quarter. CJ, step back. Oh, a beautiful feed from Hampton, finding Darren Johnson underneath. And it's back up to a 14-point lead now, 87-73.
Yeah, that would get you rewarded. Cut without the ball. CJ kept his head up.
And that was a nice unselfish play by CJ because you know he's got a good game going point-wise.
And he could have stepped through and shot that
Yes,
shot.
he could have.
You know, that was a very unselfish play.
That foul was on C.J. Hampton, his third. Helton gets the free throw to fall. Big James gets them both. 87-75. They're getting a clock reset.
Hey, we're supposed to be speeding this game up with some, you know, with some fouls on the perimeter and getting the clocks right 30 seconds. Well, in college, this is a 24-second clock. Don't stop it, let it go. At least that's what Windy City wants to happen.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Timeout on the floor with 1:17 to go. We're going to get an explanation from Marvin Sykes. Being told that it's a malfunction on the clock. The start and stop mechanism was having a bit of a problem, so they're getting that squared away. Home opener here in Chicago for both the Blues and the Groove today, so we're still getting a couple of kinks worked out of the system. Strong take there by Isaac Mack. Shot won't go, but he'll go to the free throw line.
Got some good athleticism. He floated a long way on that with that lefty. You know, this facility is so nice. It'd be nice if we get the little mechanisms to work, but this facility is very nice. Very good home court.
Like I said, still working out a couple of the kinks. First game of the season.
Yeah, yeah.
Second free throw up and in for Mack. 89-75 now, 1:11 to play third quarter. Now Cooksey on the attack. Beg your pardon, that's Johnny Elliott.
Both 10s, and both got speed to burn.
Inside of a minute to play. That's Julian Lewis. Lewis, oh my! Goes up strong and dunks it after getting past Luke Coles.
With the stutter step, and the high rise.
Elliott has his pass stolen by Hampton. Hampton out ahead to Mack. Mack goes up and has his shot blocked. Johnny Elliott with the elevation and the block. Cross puts up the three. Bang! Aaron Cross hits the three-pointer. Shot clock is off. Game clock at 14. Isaac Mack gets the defender in the air, puts the three-pointer in. What a shot by Isaac Mack. They're going to say that was a two. 93-78, and now at the other end, Helton's three-pointer won't go. And that is how the third quarter is going to end, 93-78 in favor of the Windy City Groove. We're back with fourth quarter action on MPBA.TV.
No more, it's none of my business.
No more, he didn't mean it.
No more, not my problem.
No more, she was flirting with him.
No more, she was asking for it.
No more, boys will be boys.
No more, I'll say something next time.
No more bystanding.
No more ignorance.
No more excuses.
No more.
Look at dude right here in them tight old slacks. Oh, look at the hairline, man. It's way pushed back. And that tie's mad ugly. It's a horrible pick. Somebody get me some pills. This dude is making me sick.
True that. All right, okay. Hold on to my clean shirts and please don't get them dirty, cause I know you're gonna drool when you hear me getting wordy. Cause I'm a walking, talking, smacking human encyclopedia. You thought I'd stop there, but now I'm getting greedier. I'm a promotion in motion, and by now you got the notion that I got strategic plans coming out my ears. My key points and decks will bring y'all to tears, turning pennies into dimes.
93-78 heading into the fourth quarter here at the Kroc Center. CJ Hampton has 28 points for Windy City. James Helton has 21 for Lima. Aaron Cross hits there. And it's 93-80. Dockery back into the game, has his pass stolen away, but not able to be controlled by Elliott. Now on the attack is Devion Jenkins. 5 players in double figures for the Express. Helton with 21, Ballard 19, Devon Taylor Bunton 12, Kyle Meyer 11, David Atkinson 10. Just 3 players in doubles for the Groove. CJ Hampton with 28, Julian Lewis 17, and Deion Cooksey 16. Going to the free throw line here is Devion Jenkins. That falls in. Devion hits them both. 95-80, back to a 15-point spread. Lima got as close as 7 at 78-71.
Stepped
And now,
out.
yep, stepping on the sideline is David Atkinson.
All right now, Big Carl.
Now Cooksey to his right. Drives into the lane, hangs over Elliott and hits. Groove foul called there, I believe, on Sean Dockery. And on Dockery, that's foul number 3. Ballard to his left, giving it up to Elliott. Elliott into the lane, hanging in a beautiful hanging floating jumper by Johnny Elliott. And it's 97-82.
Good cut.
Shot won't go for Hampton, and it goes out of bounds, and it will be Express ball. Chicago Blues checking out of the gym. They are on their way to Lima as Cody Ballard gives it up, and then coming up short on the dunk is David Atkinson. Dockery now gives it up. Kick out. Cooksey. Beautiful feed to Devion Jenkins. Jenkins couldn't finish, but there he goes up and goes glassing in.
On that series, it appears that Lima has kind of cashed the chips in. I mean, that you got to get loose balls. You got to get those kind of plays, and if you don't, you end up losing by more than you probably should lose by.
That foul was on David Atkinson, and Devion Jenkins completes the three-point play, and it's 100-82. All of a sudden, it's an 18-point lead. We've still got 10 minutes left in this one. Now Cody Ballard at the other end. Dockery on the attack, draws the foul. That foul is going to be on Aaron Cross, his second. So Dockery to the free throw line. Hits the first. This Express team is going to have a short night. After this one, they have to travel back home to Lima and then host the Chicago Blues tomorrow. Both teams will have played today, but Lima will have had a fewer hours of rest. And that foul is on Devion Jenkins. That's his fourth. Still plenty of time for Lima to come back in this one, though. Only down 18 with 9:44 to play. That's an awful lot of basketball.
Well, they got to move a little bit more swift.
Ballard's three-pointer, no.
A little bit more swift and hit some shots.
Oh, Cooksey with a beautiful hesitation. Couldn't get the shot to go. Elliott saves the rebound.
Good
beautiful give and go, but
good give and go.
Elliott could not convert. Now Hampton, little crossover to get by Atkinson, puts the shot up, and he'll go to the free throw line. And that foul is on Cody Ballard, and that's his fourth.
You know, that was a good crossover, CJ.
It sure was.
I was, you know, but he exploded after that. You know, his quickness is definitely deceiving.
Well, it's not a CJ Hampton we saw last year, as he's now got 30. 104-84. Hampton, or beg your pardon, that's Dockery throwing the alley-oop to Devion Jenkins, but Jenkins fouled, I believe, by Cross.
Yeah.
And on Aaron Cross, that is foul number 3. So Lima's definitely got to step on the accelerator here shortly.
They should be picking up very soon, hopefully. I don't know, though, if anybody really has the speed to stay with Cooksey.
Well, Elliott's pretty quick, but Cooksey is so explosive. And I think Windy City just maybe has a couple more athletes. Free throw missed, but the rebound taken by Windy City, and then the putback attempt by Reggie Porter was no good, so good break there for Lima. Ballard, he's guarded by Cooksey. Now pass right side to Devon Taylor Bunton, and a foul called against Devion Jenkins, and that's going to be 5 on Jenkins.
Bad reach, Jenk, bad reach.
8:54 to play. 21-point lead.
You know, in this game of basketball, I've seen teams come back with very little time, but I don't think that's liable to happen today.
Well,
matter of fact,
last year in the league, we had a Champaign led by 30 over Windy City, and with less than 5 minutes left, and I think Windy City got to within 3 or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, it's a game of surprises. Good. Well, yeah.
Pretty drive there by Julian Lewis. But Windy City is going to have to, or rather Lima's going to have to start getting some stops.
That's what they got to do, get some stops. They're scoring pretty good, but, I mean, you got 86 points, so you're scoring pretty good, but you got to stop.
Now Dockery's runner in the lane won't go, and here comes Lima. Ahead to Devon Taylor Bunton has his shot blocked away. Reggie Porter, and he comes away with the rebound. Dockery feeding Cooksey left side. He had Hampton on the right. Now a no-look pass by Cooksey goes right into the hands of Lima. Elliott waits for the troops to arrive. Cody Ballard, I don't know if he had it poked away or he just lost it, but it ended up in the hands of Julian Lewis. Lewis now splits the defense, and it goes off of the foot of Johnny Elliott, and it will remain with the Windy City Groove with 7:40 to play. Kyle Meyer and Ed Jenkins back on now for the Express as Elliott and Cross sit down.
Elliott's not so happy about that substitution.
Now Cooksey shooting up over Jenkins and hitting. 23-point lead, biggest of the game. Jenkins crossover, giving it up to Meyer. Meyer's shot won't go, but Meyer tips the outlet pass. Windy City still has it though. Now Cooksey tried to leave it behind for Isaiah Martin, but it goes out of bounds, and Ron Elysiak Jr. says it's Lima ball.
That's the kind of pass Lou Henson used to take me out for and ask me, do you have mustard for that hot dog?
What do you say when a coach says that to you?
You don't say anything. You don't say anything. You just say, you know.
Now another conference among the officials. Beecham, Elysiak.
Oh, what's that, a tech?
Mark Anderson gets whistled for the technical foul.
Yeah, he felt like his man was hit. You know, sometimes at this point in the game that helps, and sometimes it don't matter anyway, but you got to show your team that you're still willing to fight for them.
109.86 following the technical foul against Mark Anderson. Sean Dockery will shoot the tee. Boy, Dockery can't buy a bucket in this one, even from the free throw line. Helton. Some nifty ball handling there, but he still can't shake Sean Dockery, and then Dockery reaches in and draws the foul.
Didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure Dockery needed to reach in there.
He didn't. You know, he wasn't going anywhere. He was just doing the bouncing act.
Now a long two on the way from Ed Jenkins, and that's good. Cooksey, left wing, trying to shake Jenkins and can't. Gets it over to Dockery. Dockery spin move into the lane. Gives it up to Hampton. Beautiful feed from Sean Dockery to C.J. Hampton, and he's got 32.
Yeah, Dockery's delivered some very good passes. He's not shooting that well, but he has delivered some good passes. He took a little steam off that last one.
Yeah, he did. Now Dockery at the other end goes down hard. He was looking to the officials for a foul, but no call. Now hanging in the lane is James Helton. He hits.
You know, James has a real smooth game. He's got quickness, he finishes, and he's an attacker. He's got a real nice game.
5:58 to play. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well. 113-92. Windy City Groove leading the Lima Express. Actually, are they going to take the free throw first? They may take the first free throw.
Oh.
Should have been a timeout there. At any rate, Helton could not complete the three-point play. Tough shot there. Nicely done by Isaiah Martin.
You know, at the beginning of this game, I made the statement that we won't get as many points as we did in the first one. Look, we got 5 minutes to break that.
Now Meyer, his baseline jumper won't go. Johnson has his pass stolen by Jenkins, tapped into the backcourt. And a shot clock violation as Mack had to put it up from well past half court as the shot clock was expiring.
Once again, all of that ball handling and overhandling and the clock is steady ticking. Then you end up having to take that. Good shot.
Nice floater. And it's Isaac Mack. 25 on the lead. Helton draws the foul along the baseline. That is going to be on David Johnson, his first. Both free throws good by James Helton, 117.94. Don't forget, coming up in just about 20 minutes, it's the Pontiac 66ers on a beautiful feed from Isaac Mack, down low. Coming up in just about 20 minutes. A little up and under move there by Kyle Meyer. It's the Pontiac 66ers and the Champaign Swarm. You can watch that game on mpba.tv as well. Feed inside, attempted from Devion Jenkins. He was trying to find cutting Alvin Brown, but pass a little too far.
And low. And low, Alvin. Alex had a long way to go get that one. Or Alvin, rather.
Now Jenkins gets it inside to Meyer, has his shot swatted away rudely by Alvin Brown. And back at the other end, coming up short on the dunk is Isaac Mack. Jenkins weaves his way into the lane, leaves it for Helton. Helton, wow, what a shot by James Helton.
Hey, take me to the circus. All right, James. That's the second shot he's made similar to that. Maybe you should do that a little bit more. Shooting percentage might go up.
Maybe.
Helton, West Virginia State.
Free throw rattles out, but followed by Devion Jenkins, and he puts it in.
No block out. Yeah, I think they're just running out of steam now. That should never happen.
Outside jumper there by Luke Coles is no good. Jenkins on the attack. Foul called against
Brown.
Marcus Montague. I believe they called red, number 40. Last time out of the game, we will step aside and take it. 2:41 to play. Windy City Groove leading 123-98.
No more, it's none of my business.
No more, he didn't mean it.
No more, not my problem.
No more, she was flirting with him.
No more, she was asking for it.
No more, boys will be boys.
No more, I'll say something next time.
No more bystanding.
No more ignorance.
No more excuses.
No more.
Back at the Kroc Center, 2:41 to play. 123-98 in favor of the Windy City Groove. Make it 124-98. So the Groove look to move to 2-0 on the season. They are next in action next Saturday against the Chicago Blues here at the Kroc Center.
Yeah, the Groove.
Lima, meanwhile, returns home tomorrow to face the Chicago Blues.
Yeah, the Groove really got into the groove today. 124 with 2:40 left.
And then some.
Yeah.
They were expecting a second free throw there, but Jenkins to cross baseline, leaves it for Meyer, 3 on the way, short. Rebound grabbed by Montague. And Jenkins travels, and that's the kind of night Lima's been having.
Yeah, it's been tough for them. It's been tough. They'll go back. You say they play tomorrow, so they'll go back and they'll travel.
Shot blocked by Marcus Montague. Now the pull-up jumper by Jenkins, no good. And we're coming up on the 2-minute mark. Jenkins with the steal. Well, he looked like he was wearing a cape on that one, the way he swooped in.
Yeah, you know, they'll get this one out the way. They'll go back home. Lima will play much better tomorrow. They get back on their home turf, they'll play much better. There are some things that they did today that had potential of being really, really good, but it just didn't fall for them.
Montague over to Jenkins. Jenkins into the lane as his shot blocked by Alvin Brown.
Big fella didn't wave his hand like Mutombo. That's a heck of a block. Where'd he come from?
Not sure what the discussion is about. Marvin Sykes blew the whistle and stopped the clock. And then had something to say to Handy Johnson. I don't know what the problem was there. Devion Jenkins on the drive. Shot won't go. Rather, it went, but it won't count. Foul is going to be on Cross. That's his 4th.
Cross is a guy I wish we could have seen him get a little bit more involved in this offense tonight, as well as Meyer. I think they would have done a lot better had they got those big guys inside more involved.
Swarm and 66ers are on the air. Second free throw good. That game taking place in Pontiac. They will get underway in about 8 minutes. Pontiac looking to go to 2-0. Swarm looking for their first win. Cross along 2, misses right. Rebounded by Alvin Brown. Coming up on a minute to play in the 4th quarter. Outside shot missed by Darren Johnson. Cross. Inside of a minute. Jenkins for 3. That circles out. As you said, this is just kind of the night that Lima's having. Jenkins with the floater. He saw Alvin Brown coming and thought better of going strong to the hole. Now Luke Coles for 3. No. 38 seconds to play. Alley-oop up ahead to Alvin Brown, and he stuffs it home with 2 hands.
Yeah, that's the, you get that block shot, that's more energy than he had all day. Went up and got that one.
129-100. About a second difference between the shot clock and game clock. The Groove will have to do something here. Jenkins pulls up, shot won't go. And that's going to do it. 129 to 100, a big win for Handy Johnson. And the Groove, they move to 2-0 on the season. Lima falls to 0-2. Lima heads back home after this one. They will take on the Chicago Blues in Lima tomorrow. Windy City, meanwhile, they are off until next Saturday when they take on the Chicago Blues here at the Kroc Center. They've actually got back-to-back games next weekend, Chicago Blues, and then on the road at Pontiac. When we come back, we will have a final recap of this one. We'll look at the stats and get you on your way so you can watch the Pontiac 66ers take on the Champaign Swarm. We're back in a minute from the Kroc Center. Once again, the final 129-100 Windy City Groove.
Look at dude right here in them tight old slacks. Oh, look at the hairline, man. It's way pushed back. And that tie's mad ugly. It's a horrible pick. Somebody get me some pills. This dude is making me sick.
True that, true that. All right, out of here. Okay. Hold on to my clean shirts and please don't get them dirty, cause I know you're gonna drool when you hear me getting wordy. Cause I'm a walking, talking, smacking human encyclopedia. You thought I'd stop there, but now I'm getting greedier. I'm a promotion in motion, and by now you got the notion that I got strategic plans coming out my ears. My key points and decks will bring y'all to tears. Turning pennies into dimes, I shift paradigms. But how you gonna let a marketing rep rip your rep and slip adept rhyme schemes in that your mind only dreams in? I bet you all wonder why my rhyme is so tight. I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Thanks.
Stay smart. Stay at a Holiday Inn Express.
No more, it's none of my business.
No more, he didn't mean it.
No more, not my problem.
No more, she was flirting with him.
No more, she was asking for it.
No more, boys will be boys.
No more, I'll say something next time.
No more bystanding.
No more ignorance.
No more excuses.
No more.
Welcome back to the Kroc Center, where once again the final score, Windy City Groove 129, Lima Express 100. Groove moved to 2-0 on the season. The Express fall to 0-2. Let's quickly run through the stats here. C.J. Hampton led all scorers for the Groove for with 32 points. He was 8 of 13 from two-point range, 4 of 7 from beyond the arc, and a perfect 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Dion Cooksey had 20, Julian Lewis 19, Devion Jenkins 17, Isaac Mack and Isaiah Martin each with 11, Sean Dockery 7, Darren Johnson 6, Alvin Brown 4, David Johnson had 2. For Lima, James Helton scored 27 points, Cody Ballard 23, Kyle Meyer 13, David Atkinson, Devon Taylor Bunton had 12, David Atkinson 10, Aaron Cross 9, Johnny Elliott 4, Ed Jenkins had 2, and Luke Coles and Marcus Montague both played but did not score. Leading rebounder for the group was Isaiah Martin with 9, Julian Lewis and Devion Jenkins each had 8, David Atkinson had 8 for Lima, Johnny Elliott had 7. Only other real stat to note Alvin Brown had 3 blocks for the Groove. Well, Coach Jimmy Collins, everything went right for the Groove tonight, especially in that second half.
They played really well the second half. They moved the ball around. They got good shots, high percentage shots. They got putback, offensive putback. For the Groove, I thought the guard play was really, really good. I thought Cooksey did a tremendous job at running his ball club and getting everybody in position. And see, he was great tonight. I mean, he played really, really well. Moved like a small guy, shot like a big guy. So I thought the guard play, CJ and Cooksey, made it go.
C.J. Hampton he shot well from outside, penetrated, and finished well inside, and played very good defense as well.
Yes,
Coach Jimmy Collins, thanks so much for being with us. We hope we will see you again on some of our games here in Chicago this season.
Well, thanks for having me here.
My
Craig.
pleasure. Once again, the final score, Groove 129, Lima 100. Thanks so much for being with us wherever you're tuned in from, around the country or around the world on MPBA.tv. I'm Craig Fada from my partner Jimmy Collins saying so long from Chicago. We will turn you over now to the Pontiac 66ers and the Champaign Swarm on MPBA.tv. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good night.